Hello, Shauna here. We are on day 10 of our sourdough starter. And I mean, not a whole lot to report. I did not get around to doing my baking with my discard. And we're just going to pretty much do the same thing. We're going to do a discard and a feed today on our active sourdough starter. Okay, so one question I want to answer is that what is the difference between a discard and this active sourdough starter?
So, I'm having trouble hearing. Can you say that again?
Our fridge is having trouble hearing.
Okay. Here's something I found on the web. According to beeradvocate.com, a commercial refrigerator can be fairly noisy, quite a bit louder than your kitchen fridge.
It's pretty noisy. Okay. Active sourdough starter is what we're going to be using when it's time to make bread. So it's when it does its rise and then it just starts to drop. That is the point at which we're going to use it to make our sourdough loaves. Discard is the stuff we're throwing away. That is the stuff I'm storing right now in our refrigerator, and I'm going to use that for baking goods like making crackers, making pizza dough recipes, cookies, different things, because it's still got some yeast in it. It's just a different form. So everything is potentially usable. So yeah, I hope that answers your question. That's my understanding anyway. If anybody has a different understanding of the difference between discard and active sourdough starter, please feel free to drop it in the comments, because as I said before, I am learning as we go. All right, let's go ahead and do a discard on this guy. Still lots and lots of bubbles. Smells very yeasty. It smells good. It smells like bread. It smells like sourdough bread. We're going to give that a stir. It's nice and liquidy. And I'm going to dump out half a cup. And I'm going to keep that. And I'm going to add it to my other stuff in the fridge, because we're going to use that to make some... We're going to use it to bake some things. Pour out half a cup. Okay, discard, going in the fridge. And then we're going to go ahead and feed the rest of our starter here. The drill, half a cup of whole wheat flour and half a cup of bread flour, or whatever combination of flours you chose to go with. Stir that baby up with some water. About 1/3 of a cup seems to be our magic number. Tonight it didn't seem to want to take as much water. That's okay. I prefer to be on the slightly thicker side. I heard, or I read, I should say, whenever you're starting a fresh starter, like ours is still very new, you tend to want to err on the side of thicker rather than runny. So maybe just a little smidgen more of water. And again, I am just going by my own gut instincts. Like, I could be wrong. It's possible. But seems to be so far working. Gosh, I'm loving this sourdough adventure. I just can't wait to start baking. I'm a little nervous to do the baking part, but pretty excited. Can't keep houseplants alive, but I can apparently keep a starter alive. Who knew? Right, that looks about right. Nice and gloppy. See how thick that is? We'll reset our elastics so that we can monitor the growth. Okay, and we'll set that aside. Day 10. We'll see you back here tomorrow for day 11.